Today I want to talk about how important it is to understand that perception is reality. You know, we all tend to read things and come to things where we see things with our own particular bias. You know, we all have a belief system, which is, in my estimation, the most important thing about you is really your heart of hearts. Is as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Our belief system is what we believe about God, ourselves, others, and life in general. And everything we think is predicated on how we see things, see life, how we're going to act, how we're going to believe, how we're going to live. It's very, very important. Sometimes our perception is flawed. Sometimes we don't see things because we're looking for our own little bias. And in 2007, in July of 2007, July the 22nd to be exact, God changed my perception. It changed my life. And that's what I want to talk about a little bit today. And I want to give you a little illustration about what happened in our neighborhood this week. There were some people who put a sign in our neighborhood that says, "Drive like your kids, live here." Now, I didn't read what the message really, what I read it for a week was I'd drive by and I'd say, what in the world is that sign saying? Drive like your kids. Why would I want to drive like my kids? My kids drive irresponsibly and they think they're bulletproof and they drive recklessly. And what in the world does me living here have to do with driving like my kids? I don't understand what the point of this message is. And I saw it that way for a week and it puzzled me. And this morning coming to church, I realized God says, now you're reading it wrong, Kenny. It really means this. What they're trying to say is, drive like your kids live here. Oh, so I need to drive like my kids are running through the neighborhood. Oh, now I see what this means. It doesn't mean drive like your kids, come and live here. It means drive like your kids. Do you see how perception changes everything? For years I saw the Bible through that false bias that God was a God that expected me to be perfect, that was going to condemn me when I wasn't. And then one day I realized, God opened my eyes and said, Kenny, you got it all wrong. You have really tried to love me, but you can't love me. The only way you can love me is unless you let me first love you. See, you never really trusted me. You saw me as some kind of God who only wanted something out of you, that wanted you to live for me, when I never created you to live for me. I created you so I could live for you. That perspective changed my whole life. I see him entirely different now, just like I saw the sign here. In the days ahead, we're going to talk more about this. I hope you'll come back and join us as we talk about our message of Galatians 2:20, which I think is the key to everything. I am crucified with Christ, and I don't live anymore, but Christ himself lives in me. You come back to see us, we'll talk about that in the days ahead.